Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from Capitan, New Mexico, and it's cool here. We'll check it out in just a minute. Anyway, this is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now. And right now just went by. So, anyway, been living in an RV a long time. Long time. And hey, Google, tell us a joke.
What's the most musical part of the turkey? The drumsticks.
Okay, I'll go with that. Anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature?
In
In Capitan, it shows 44 with a high of 74. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Why do I say that? You see this right here? This is a flashlight, a good old big one. Well, I put a temperature gauge right out there, okay? And now I'm going to look at it, and it shows right now that it's 22 degrees, okay? 22. And that temperature gauge outside, when it's inside, agrees with the one I've got back there. So I know it's reasonably accurate. So it's showing that it's 40. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
The current temperature in Capitan is 44 degrees.
All right, you see how much of a deviation that is? That's 22 degrees off. All right, and what that tells me is whenever you're looking at these averages, the weather temperature averages for areas across the United States, they could be 50% off. You know, you're looking for a place to go camping. So you say, well, let's look at the 10-day forecast for Wapalapa. Well, boy, that looks good. You get there and you wake up in the morning and your arm is frozen solid. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's something wrong with that. Anyway, I did order another one of those indoor-outdoor temperature gauges because I'm going to go by it, make a note, because, yeah, the water hose froze solid yesterday. Lucky I had a backup. But anyway, enough said. There are tricks up. Did I get everything done? Yeah. Oh, the noon video. The nooner. I'm going to do a video of... there's a girl named Linda that runs a little DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle office in Carrizozo. Apparently, individuals are able to set up little offices if they jump through all the hoops and do all the paperwork and whatever, get the bonds and all the stuff. And she did it, and she has a little office in Carrizozo, New Mexico, which is extremely convenient for all these people in Lincoln County to keep them having to go to the big cities to the DMV and wait in line. Here, you know, she's not all that busy. She's pretty busy, I have to say that. People were coming while I was there. But yeah, I'll do a video to help her little business because I do that every now and then. And that's the way that goes. Dear Trixa says, greetings. Greetings to you, dear Trixa, on the North Sea of Germany. Richard Hundley says, great video, Rusty. Don't you have a heated water hose? Yeah, I do. It's in Brackettville, Texas. I didn't even think about bringing it. I didn't think I'd need it. Sue C. Beer 30. Good job getting things done. I did the same thing this week. Wasn't planning on buying an RV, but saw a Class C, made an offer, and owned it the next day. Life, LOL, life is fun. It is if you make it that way. Same person. What's the best full coverage insurance company for Thor 4 Winds Class C, and what would be considered a good premium amount? I use, I use Good Sam. Yeah, Good Sam is a broker for a lot of insurance companies, and I use Good Sam because I use their roadside assistance program. As far as a good price, I think I pay around $700 a year for the full coverage on the Class C. Is that good? I guess. Anyway, you'll have to check it out though. Mr. Shamey, I guess. Beer 30. Always enjoy watching you have fun, Rusty. I totally ignore media too, including social. Ignore all of it, and it ceases to exist inside my own mind. You said it. I cannot change one molecule of news. So much better to enjoy life. Wake up to sunshine, live free from worry. Birds sing, sun rises, grass grows, butterflies flutter. Focus on that. not on head owning BS. Reality is what I think it is. Yeah. Never worry about what you cannot change. You know. Thank you, Mr. Shamey. Joe Blow. Good for you, Rusty. This is on Beer 30. I'm so happy for you on your recent acquisition. The one time I feel good saying goodbye. B-U-Y. Thank you, Joe Blow. On the tiny Home Depot, Robert Paulson says, careful pre-planning for drains, water, and gas required if you want to live in it. If you're going to set it up next to a bunch of post-mounted solar panels, whatever, yeah, just go live in it. All these negative people are saying, oh, you can't do this, can't do that. You know, while they're saying you can't, just get it done. You know what I mean? You know, they'll still be saying you can't do it after you've lived in it 10 years. James Ortiz, the weather station for Capitan, New Mexico is 5 miles southeast of Capitan at the Sierra Blanca Regional Airport. Well, whatever it is, it must be in a heated room, because, again, it's showing 45 on my Google Home device, which I have set up for Capitan, and I promise you right now, it's showing an even 20 degrees. 20. All right? You know, that's 25 degrees off. There's something wrong with that. I don't care where they got it. Well, all I know is that's the temperature here is 20. Okay? Out there, it could be 115. Thank you, though, James. Debbie Weckler, another good video, another very good spot on Beer 30. Thank you. Thanks, Rusty. I'm feeling very normal now. Some family members need to join up and enjoy. Cheers. Well, you know, everybody's got to do themselves. Everybody's like a little planet in the universe. When you look up at the stars in the sky, you're seeing the whole human population. Everybody's their own little star. We're all different, you know. Brandon Vaughn, is that shipped to Minnesota? Call Home Depot. I'm not a salesman for Home Depot. I just luckily did a video. Beer 30, the next three, Rob Towan. I'm not trying to step on Del Pointer's poetry toes, but I've modified Rusty's Beer 30 toast, so here goes. Here's to you, here's to me, drink it all down and then go pee. Brilliant, Rob Towan. Now back on the meds, back in the closet. You came out too soon. You aren't ripe yet. Anyway, Beer 30, more of that. Mr. CJ Cav, changing your mind is no problem. Why? Because you do what you do and I do what I do. See, life's easy, guys. Thank you, Mr. CJ Cav 64. Hybrid Life, you were really firing on all 8 cylinders this week, my friend. Yeah, I got a lot done. Getting all the paperwork straight on a property purchase and a vehicle purchase so quickly is impressive. Yeah, it is. But the fact of the matter is, it's not because of me. It's because of the people I'm dealing with. You know, when you're dealing with somebody like this girl at the DMV that's super efficient, you know, and just gets it done and doesn't just sit there and say, well, I'm sorry, you got to have this, you got to get this and get that, and I'll just sit here and wait. No, she didn't do that. She went to work and got it done. And at the county clerk's office in Lincoln County, that's in Carrizozo, no kidding, man. They have all the forms there. Hell, they'll give, if you want to transfer a death deed, they've got a blank. You can fill it in right there and hand it to them and record it for $25. You can record your own handwritten deed for $20 or $25. How about that? And no questions asked. Just get it done. That's the way to do it, baby. And not many counties are like that. Eugenie Pavonsky, Gumby's on the wall. Yeah, I got Gumby up there. Gumby and his horse, whatever it was, pony or somebody. This is BB on the tiny home. Put that in Seattle and it'll go for $600,000. Yeah, in California too. James Sams, comment call. Says, howdy, goat man, you're a funny guy and watching the outside temperature while trying to sleep. What happened to that heated hose you got for free? It's in Bracketville. The weatherman on our local news does a good job. Yeah, thank you, James. Louis Paparella, Beer 30. Do your sons ever comment to you about your antics or travels? No. If so, can you mention a few? I imagine they just shake their heads and mutter, that's Dad. No, I never hear a word. Nothing. Nothing. I don't even think they watch the videos. I don't think they ever watch them. You know, they got their own life. Franco Bonos left a comment about Liberty Electric Trike and the Bolton Electric Trike. I don't know. He said something about comparing them. Thank you. It's in Spanish. Cesar Chavez, is this? Oh, I forgot to do the goat for the goat comment. The screaming, stinking goat, guys, with one ear. His ear's taped on his back. Anyway, stinks. Anyway, Cesar S. Chavez, is this at Hico Second? I don't know what this is, man. Robert Perry Piper, Beer 30. It was a gorgeous day in Madrid, New Mexico. The cottonwood in northern Española Valley by Shadow Mountain popped buds today. Well, it's going to be in the upper 70s here today and the next day too, so that'll bring spring on pretty quick. But yeah, it's 20 degrees out here, man. This thing's showing 45. There's something wrong with that, I'm telling you. Rebecca Perry Piper. Oh, I read that. TKNCHF, whatever that is. Unless I change my mind, no truer words have ever been spoken by you. I do me, you do you. Thank you. Tom Richardson, did you get rid of the golf cart and the trike? No, I still have the electric trike from Liberty Electric Trikes, but I sold the golf cart because I wasn't going to use it. I mean, you know, I was not using it. And besides that, when I did use it, I had to force myself to go ride it. And so I sold it. I sold it for exactly what I paid for it. Wayne Johnson, great find on the car. Yeah, I hear you. It was a great find, and you know, I've driven it several times and getting about 27.8 to 28 miles to gallon. That's fine with me. Yeah, that's 15 cents a mile at 4.19 a gallon, or 15 cents per mile, as opposed to 41 and 42 in this. Is that better? Yeah. But you know, the other thing about driving a car, you know, they're designed to go and get things done. Anyway, Roy Wilson, about Beer 30. I know what you mean about the difference in temperature between what the weather department says and what is actually here in Capitan. A couple of months ago, we went back to Arizona early one morning, and the weather service for Capitan said 34 degrees, but my car thermometer temperature gauge said 13. No, I hear you, man. It says this has happened on several occasions here in Capitan. I have no idea where they get their temperature, but I have no idea where they get their temperature readings from, but I have never known them to be right. No, hell, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you know, being 24 degrees off and now 25. Let's see if it's showing 45 on the Google Home device for Capitan. And right now it's showing, well, it's just under 20, so it'd be just about 19. Okay, get out of here. James Montgomery found an audio book for The Good Earth, which is a book written by Pearl S. Buck. No, that's a good book, man. I'm telling you, you know, read it or listen to it, whatever you choose. It's just a good story, man, of life. I mean, these people had it tough. You know, they went way up and down and then back up again, you know. Janice Peck on the car. Woohoo, great car. My son-in-law really likes his loaded Santa Fe. Have a good weekend on the road from Oklahoma to Alabama and Tennessee. Good for you, Janice Peck. Enjoy your day. This person's name is Van and Halen. Rusty, mountain weather is never accurate. Always keep an old hoodie and a blanket in the back of that Hyundai. I grew up just under 10,000 feet, and we keep a big Rubbermaid tub with blankets and first aid and shovels and tow straps, flashlights, etc. No, I hear you. If I lived here in the winter, if it's this far off now in the spring, you know, and I'm looking at the winter temperatures and it's showing that it's reasonably comfortable, well, if I subtract 20 degrees from that, it ain't. Okay? Jeffrey Lee Puckett on Home Depot stuff. Experience every change of season firsthand with this wildly overpriced particle board house. Man, I've never, you know, that one video brought out more negative Neds and negative Nancys than any video I've ever done. Louis Paparella on cataract surgery. I claim a pea-sized brain. Some of my friends say I exaggerate. I got to get new friends. Yeah, you might want to check on that. Beer 30, Janice Peck, cheers. I like the way you roll. Levi, hope it works out for you. Yeah, Levi's trying to buy a piece of property about, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles out of town. Beer 30, Louis Paparella says, a rolling stone gathers no moss. That's true, but is that good or bad? Beer 30, Sanity Session, Stroker Ace, the world will do it for you is exactly right. Yeah, if you don't do it yourself, it will. RV Living with the Geezer, check his channel out. He's got a channel out around Fort Davis, Texas, in the hill country or the mountains of Texas, West Texas, near, not too far from Big Bend. This is on the car, RV Living with the Geezer. Plenty of room to haul Miller Lite from Walmart. Nice car. Yeah, hell, it's like a pickup back there, man. When you put the seats down, you got a lot of space in that Hyundai Santa Fe. No kidding. Russian bot, 427. Sheesh. I must have said that and everybody took off on it. Anyway, CT Coburn on the Beer 30 says, seems like an ideal setup. 2 places you can leave for 6 months at a time with little or no worries. No, that's true. I mean, here, you can leave here. There's nothing here. In Fort Clark Springs in Texas, there's a little home there, but there's nothing in it. And there's neighbors all around, and they're all retired police officers, sheriffs. You know, you got, it's a gated thing. You got to go through a guard gate. They take your picture when you come in. You don't even know it, but it's done. So yeah, it's a toughie. Rip Snorton, The Good Earth is one of my favorites. Yeah, it is a good book. Telios on the tiny home. Looking at this makes me wonder why California politicians are averaging $3 million per homeless person for a single studio type home. Man, I don't know anything about that. Mark Reynolds, thanks for sharing this video. Interesting on Beer 30. And PJ Frog 10, you'll pay for it by the gas savings on your new car. Well, you know, it will save me some dollars on gasoline. Gasoline went up here yesterday or the day before. It went up 20 cents a gallon. It's $4.39 here in Capitan. They got one gas station. Okay, but it's usually 15 cents cheaper in Carrizozo and then 15 cents cheaper in Ruidoso, and I go to those places occasionally, and that's where I fill up with gas. Bryant Smith says, you sound like Mr. Mackey, the counselor from South Park, or he sounds like me. Beer 30 Sanity Session, John K8JGG, wild ride as always, awesomeness. Yeah, it was a fun deal, you know. Tiny Home, Infinity Arcada Manager. Hey Rusty, my wife thinks you don't get paid much for your YouTube channel. How much have you made so far? None of your business. I mean, Kenny County Riches on Beer 30. Beautiful day at Fort Clark Springs. Good luck with the Hyundai. I've had two. 2016 was a good car until a deer ran into it. My 2021 is the nicest car I've ever had. Sort of scary when things start dinging. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, well, this one doesn't have all the bells and whistles that a new car has because it's a 2012, but it's okay. It's fine with me. The only thing that goes off when I get in it is the seatbelt thing. This is Twilight Agenda. Yeah, we'll do about 3 more and then shut her down. I have a question about repetitive YouTube ads, Rusty. Why do these advertisers constantly think I need another pillow, a drone, an earwax removing tool? That's all done by an algorithm. There's no human involved in making that choice. Something you did or said somewhere and they locked in on it because those ads are targeted to something. Melody of Psalm 94. I wonder if they have these in Canada on the tiny home. I don't know, call them. And our last one, we got 2 here. I'll do Dale Pointer's poem, and then let me do Avalon Mist first. Good for you, Rusty. Your sense of humor is priceless. Thank you. That was on Beer 30. And now we'll do the morning poetry from Dale Pointer, and that will end this comment call. Walking and talking and thinking too, the wheels of change is always there for you. A little wine, a little beer. Friday night talk, salute and cheers. Salute. Yeah, thank you very much, Dale Pointer. And with that in mind, we'll end the video now. And yeah, let's see what the temperature is, see if it's changed anymore. It's stuck on about 20 degrees. So we'll officially say the temperature this morning in Capitan is 20. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
Right now in Capitan, it's 44 degrees.
So that's 24-degree deviation, okay? I knew, you know, and if I hadn't have left the water dripping last night, I'd have had a frozen garden hose again this morning, a water hose this morning. But anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you one penny. And if you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? But anyway, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is eat less. That's it. Get a smaller plate. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So common sense says, add good ingredients, problem solved. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. Do not watch the news. Why? Because it's the negativity from the whole universe, brought to you by professional talking heads paid to get in your head. If they don't, they're fired. Will they lie, exaggerate? Yes, yes, yes. So, if you got to get a dose of negativity, read it. Otherwise, do your own research. Ta-da! Anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha. Until we meet again at the lunchtime video, which will be a promotional video for a young lady in Carrizozo that is trying to get her small business going, and I did a video to help her out. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Adios. Bye-bye.